Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of my review of the Hannspree Hannspad Android tablet. This is the final part of the review. If you've not seen the other parts, basically we looked at the hardware, we looked at the basic operating system, which is obviously Honeycomb. It's not the stock operating system, but it's easily upgradable to Honeycomb. If you're wanting to do that, head over to slatedroid.com and you can find instructions of how to do that there, and all the available ROMs, and it's a great community as well. So if you want to have a little read about the Hannspad and what you expect to get, if you just head over to slatedroid.com. So we looked at the browsing on the device, and we looked at the market, and finally we looked at the YouTube application. We're going to finish off today by looking at some more of the applications that you can get on Honeycomb. We'll look at the media playback, and we'll finish off with some gaming. So if we jump in straight away and go into the app drawer, first application I'd like to show you on here, in fact we'll go over some of the Google applications. So we'll have a look at Maps. Maps is working fine. Location does work on this device, although it doesn't have a GPS module. It is reliant on Wi-Fi or the 3G. Just to point out, this device doesn't have 3G built in. I didn't mention this actually earlier on in the review, but it is a Wi-Fi only tablet. But as long as you've got a phone which can, you can tether over Wi-Fi, you won't have any issues accessing the internet when you're out and about, considering that you have a data plan with whoever your provider is. So as you can see, Maps is working absolutely fine. I live in Leeds in England, so it's not easy to pinch to zoom with one hand. So yeah, as you can see, absolutely no problems with Maps. Everything works as it should do. So if you are wanting to have a look at Maps and plot some directions, then that application is working absolutely fine. Had a look at YouTube. I'll show you the IMDb app, which has been redesigned for tablets. So this is a tablet interface that you get with IMDb. Kind of follows the same pattern that most of these tablet applications have, where they have access to the information and tabs on the left hand side, and then the main bulk of everything on the right hand side. So if you're interested in films and TV, this application is a must have. Lots of great information on here. You can get movie showtimes, cinemas, and reviews, basically everything that you could possibly need, all the information about actors and actresses. Great application, and as you can see, looks great on the tablet, works really well. Back to the application drawer. Another application I'll show you, I actually saw this on another video for the Hannspad. It's called News 360. Again, it's another tablet orientated application. Great application, looks brilliant on this screen. Gives you access to different news stories. It basically works, I'm guessing, from like an RSS headers, pulls off all the different stories. So if we look at tech, because we like tech, brings up all the latest stories. So yeah, you've got the information about the new Amazon tablet that's coming out. You've got information about the iPhone 5, so you can read it in this view. But this is where it's really cool. If you press on 360 view, give it a second to load up, and basically what it does, it takes all the pictures from all the stories and puts it into this kind of like wall of imagery, which if you leave starts to pan across. You can obviously jump in yourself and go left and right. So if you see something that basically takes your fancy, so this looks pretty cool, if you click on this, brings up the story, click on, no, you don't do that, you click on read more. Give us 1 second to press that, and it brings up the story, and you can look at alternative sources along the top, different pictures here, basically the story in a nutshell, and the original website down there. So it's a great application if you're into reading the news, puts a new spin on things. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. I'll have another jump in. We'll see what else have we got on here. If you're into e-reading, I know a lot of people read ebooks. Personally myself, I read a lot of ebooks. I used to read them on my phone, but obviously one reason I did go for the tablet was because you do get the bigger screen, which is a lot better for reading ebooks. Currently using Moon Reader Pro. The reason for using Moonread, I mean, originally I've always been using Aldeco, to be honest, over the past few years. The reason I've switched to this, basically, it's just purely because of the eye candy. Obviously been showing a lot of people my new tablet, and wanting to impress them. I've installed this purely for the eye candy, because when you do turn the pages, I don't know if we saw it then. Yeah, it does have a pretty cool page turning animation, which resembles is it iBooks on the iPad? So it does look pretty cool. You can obviously scroll through the information as well, if that's what you want to do. But it's very easy to just turn the page like this, and you get that pretty cool animation. It doesn't really add anything to the actual overall experience, but it's a nice bit of eye candy. So yeah, if you are wanting to read ebooks, the Hannspree tablet, you know, it feels comfortable in the hand in portrait. Although personally I do prefer it in the landscape view. Text is legible on the screen, no issues with that. So if we head back to the home screen, I think it's going to take a second because it's locked itself in the portrait mode. So if we come back to give it a minute to find. I mean, this is what I was going to say. Sometimes you do get slight pauses after you've been opening a load of apps, but nothing too bad. So anyway, that's the ebook reading on the device. We'll move on to media playback now. I know a lot of people want the tablet to watch videos on. I've got a mobile player installed there, I don't know if you've seen that, but currently using MX Video Player, as it was recommended by somebody on slateroid.com. So I'll give you an idea of what videos look like on this screen. Open this up. I will say this, right, this is a 720p episode of American Dad. Now what I will say is that while it plays these videos back without any problems, lower bitrate MKVs, I don't seem to have any issues with them. I will say that the higher bitrate, so if you are looking to watch more like a movie or a long TV episode, you know, it's not working 100%. Let's just say that there's a bit of a slowdown. The frames per second isn't what it should be. It loses sync after a while, so I wouldn't recommend watching those 720p files on the Hannspad at the moment with these Honeycomb ROMs. I'm pretty certain that once we get hardware acceleration, things will improve. And I think on the stock ROM itself it doesn't have an issue, but I can't confirm that because I've not actually tried it myself. But for cartoons, for small low bitrate 720p videos, you'll have no problem playing them back. Looks great on the screen, must say. Sounds great, absolutely no problems. So if we just exit that, and basically I'll show you what XVID looks like. I mean, the resolution of the screen is 1024/600. Fernando Torres getting sent off, so as a Liverpool fan that's quite funny to see. Bye bye. But yeah, so saying the resolution is 1024/600, so realistically, even when you're watching HD content, it is actually having to downscale it to fit the screen. So yeah, realistically, XVID doesn't really look, there's no problems with it at all. I mean, HD content realistically is for big screen TVs, because obviously if you're enlarging and upscaling small resolution video files, they do lose a lot of clarity. But on this screen, to be honest, you'll be fine watching XVids. There's no issues with them. They look great. You can obviously watch the 720p's, but I've noticed it struggling with the higher bit rate. So I don't want to say to you that yeah, you can go and get your 1080p transformers and watch it without any problems on this tablet, because I've certainly not experienced that. So as you can see, video playback all in all is fine, no problems with it. So if you are wanting a tablet to watch films on, TV episodes, then this is definitely something you should be looking at. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to finish off quickly by just looking at a couple of games. I was going to play a few of them, just show you what this Tegra 2 is capable of. I will give you the obligatory Angry Birds tour. I think every video review of every phone and tablet I've ever seen has a review of Angry Birds playing back, and in fact I have seen people on forums questioning how the tablet plays Angry Birds as if it's like the main deciding factor as to whether they get the tablet or not. I never quite understood that, but anyway, with it being a Tegra 2, you would expect it to have no problems playing Angry Birds, and it doesn't have any issues playing it. So I'll just give you a quick taster, wait for it to load up, and we can go and get these pigs. And here you go. So if you've got kids or family with children, they're going to love you when you show them this tablet with Angry Birds. Nice big screen to play it on, and it plays without any issues. So there we go, done quite well there. We'll go back to the menu and we'll quit this. As for the Tegra games, Tegra specific, I'm trying to think which is the best one to show you with one hand. They all work without any problems and they all look great. There are a couple of reviews on YouTube that go into more detail about the games. I've not got enough time, so I'll show you Fruit Ninja. I don't know why this is a Tegra specific game now. It doesn't really seem to be any different to the one I've used previously. It's actually saved my state from when I last played it, and I'm sure I've switched off the tablet since then. But anyway, so as you can see, graphics run fine, very smooth, no problems, no hiccups, and this is the same for whatever. We're about to lose this now. In fact, it'll give me a chance to close it down. You know what, I'll let it go, and game over. Yeah, all of the games I've tried work without any problems. That's including Samurai, Riptide, all of the racing games. They all seem to work without any issues. Sprinkle, Corby, Angry Birds. So yeah, if you're into gaming, this is definitely a great device. The games do work with the G sensor as well, so if that's something that's important to you, then definitely this tablet is one to check out. So thanks for watching my review of the Hannspree Hannspad. Hope I've made things clear, easy for you to follow. So all in all, to recap, you're going to get great hardware, great battery life, screens okay, not the best you can get, but you know, for the price you're paying, it's what you'd expect. Honeycomb works without any problems on the device. Browsing's great, flash playback's fine. The applications all run without any problems, and the games all run without any problems. Media playback, no issues whatsoever with Xvids. Can play 720p MKVs, although I have noticed slowdown with the higher bit rates. It has the HDMI out, so if you are wanting a tablet for media playback, definitely consider this tablet. So for the price, absolutely amazing tablet. I'd give it 8 out of 10. No problems at all. Obviously the one thing, if the resolution and the screen were as good as the premium ones, it'd definitely be a 10 out of 10. But yeah, if you are considering this over the Vega, I would recommend getting this purely for the looks, and the screen is slightly better, and we have a growing community at the moment and expect to have a hardware accelerated Honeycomb ROM in the next few weeks. So thanks for watching. Hopefully get some more videos up as things progress with the Hannspad. If you've got any questions, if you leave them in the comments section below, I'll try and get back to you, and head over to slatetroy.com just to check out the community and ask some questions over there. So thanks again, take care, and I'll see you soon.